Sorry, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here from Thailand. I hope you're doing well. This is one at Tit in Thailand here, which is Sunday, and it is a beautiful sunny day. Eventually, what's it called? Cold again this morning for me. Been right for a few days now, so I got very cold, about 25, 26 degrees. I believe it's going to get worse tomorrow, so I don't know what it's going to be like down to when you see about 35 degrees, etc. Very high humidity. When it gets down to the 20s, etc., you feel it. God knows what it'd be like if I was back in the UK, but yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so the sun's out now. I can feel the warmth now. Not particularly warm. And but it's nice, and the sun is out, and the beautiful sunny day, and the beautiful and the blue sky is out, just like it is at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester, because Manchester is most definitely blue today. For instance, as the men showed beating United 3-0, and the ladies repeated the same thing. By beating United, at the Etihad yesterday 3-0. A wonderful team performance. Congratulations to the ladies, and absolutely delighted, really happy, and great team performance, and really good, and so happy this morning, etc. I was watching it with a couple of I was watching it on W Sports, etc., which is basically a women's sports thing, etc. I had it live in English, and so for instance, and I was talking to some American friends, who were watching it in different parts of America. I think they're called Shades of Thailand, Shades of Blue, I think their website's called, and they know a lot about Manchester City and a lot of Manchester ladies football as well, and they watch it religiously. So for instance, and I'm big up to them. They're really nice guys, all different parts of America. Strangely enough, I was actually talking yesterday. I was mentioned about the I was saying, for instance, according to the British media here, they're saying they actually look tired, the United players, making up excuses. And I did say that, and they were like, yeah, right. Anyway, so and I said, well, it is the BBC Sports who were covering it, and they went, oh no, not the BBC. These are Americans, so this is how they feel about the BBC. So yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. But funny, I thought it was quite hilarious, really. They were moaning about the BBC, I've got it over here. I can watch the BBC every day, for instance, if I want to, but I never do. So no, I'm not watching that rubbish. Anyway, guys, so let's talk about the game. So let's talk about the lineups first. Anyway, so City started with, so we started with Yamatita in goal, then we started at back four of Kaspari, Rose, Kanak, Osabi, and then midfield two of Hazagawa, Binkham Brown, and up front was Virginio, Miedemeier, Hemp, and Shaw. So welcome back to the starting lineup, Laura Hemp. Rebecca Kanap, she got a yellow card in the 29th minute. Binkham Brown, she was subbed by Lindsay Lohan the 74th minute. Beanie was subbed by Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp's Beanie subbed Lauren Hemp in the 34th minute, and Grace Clinton came on for Khadijah on the 82nd minute. We also had Laura Coombs, Kerry Keating, Allroy, Pryor, Thomas, and Weatherow on the bench as well. A nice strong bench, and really good. So let's go and have a quick look at the game itself. So let's do a quick analysis on the game. I thought we were great. All the way from the start, and I thought it was brilliant the way we came out of the box. Really good. A devastating first half performance from City saw us beat United 3-0 at the Etihad Stadium and extend our winning WSL run to 8 matches. The Blues took 3 goals lead in the break against a side that were yet to lose on the road this season, beginning with Rebecca Ganap header and a sliding Khadijah Bunny short effort. However, the pick of the bunch was our third, Lauren Hemp launching an exquisite A exquisite drive into the top corner on her return to starting lineup. While we weren't able to add to the scoreline, close. The win moves us 7 points clear of our local rivals and maintain our top position at the top of the table. And let's see what Liverpool can do us a favour today. By beating Chelsea or getting some out of the Chelsea game. So what happened? City, the WSL leading scorers, were looking for an 8th win in the row against United side, unbeaten on the road and with the league's strong defence record. Sometimes having had to give, sometimes had something had to give at the Etihad Stadium. Vivian Niedermeyer had to go away. Had both gone close early on, but the host stronger start was rewarded with the game's opening midway through the first half when Rebecca Knapp rose high to head a short knock back from a corner. Yeah, really good. Bunny got well up on the corner, for instance, probably back to Rebecca, and Rebecca, well, welcome back to Rebecca. So yeah, absolutely superb, great goal, first 1-0 up City. It was a German's third headed goal in 3 derby appearances, and after absorbing a spell of United pressure, number 2 would to follow with half-time approaching. Jade Roach found Kiris Kaspari down the right. Yeah, really, because United were playing out from the back and the commentary was like, oh, United playing out from the back well here. And then they lost the ball, for instance, and Jade Roach she was brilliant. A little bumpy, and got a bit bumpy towards the end. But she's she passed to Kaspari. She was brilliant throughout the match. She was one of my player of the matches, without a shadow of a doubt. Down the right, and the Dutch international inch perfect ball was pocketed on by Shaw, who stole in just ahead of the keeper, Sevilla Middle Patel. But the half of superlatives for City, number 3 was to pick up the pick of the bunch when help rifling an unstoppable drive into the top corner of the net just 4 minutes later. It's amazing the amount of actually time she had on the ball when she got the ball hem. She had time to steady herself, look up, and boom, back to the net, etc. Lovely. She was great all throughout the game. Really kept the tempo up, and then again, that was the most things which was telling for me was to go the tempo. We kept the tempo high. It was going back to the Arsenal games. The Arsenal game, the tempo was high. The girls were up for it. So for instance, it was just brilliant. The crowd were up for it. It was really good. United came out fighting after the break. Yeah, they did. They tried a little bit better than after the break, but never really troubled City. In fact, strangely enough, I was actually talking to these guys, and they said it was the first time in a long time they can sit back and relax, and we felt comfortable, especially throughout the second half. He just didn't, we were talking to each other, asking these questions. I was asking him, what do you think of Lauren Hem? What do you think of Andree? And we were just chilled all the way through the second half. And even though United improved, but they just didn't. Man City just looked so much in control, and like the men as well, the defence looked really strong as well. We only contact 1-0 clean sheet throughout the season, but you never felt that we were in too much trouble in any way whatsoever. They just really looked on it. After the break, Melvin Mallard came off the bench, but the host continued to hold firm into the final 20 minutes, and returning Jess Park. Yes, Jess Park was quiet, fired against the outside of the post. Yeah, she didn't do much considering how much form she was in. The closest City went forth with 10 men when Niedermeyer made him out ball to Bunny Shaw. Was brilliant. She'd done better, Bunny. I'm sorry. Was outstanding pass, but the Jamaica was timed denied by Middleton Patel when cutting back into the right foot. United continued to push for consolidation, but the closer they came was Rose. Brave getting in front of Kinder's teammate Sumo and headed off the line. Yeah, and they headed headbutts. Absolutely fantastic, really good. 8 wins in a row now, Man City. Absolutely superb. 8 wins in a row for City in the WSL, but the manner of the victory was perhaps raising eyebrows that most. United came into the first derby of the season with an unbeaten away record in the WSL, and had conceded four games four times this afternoon. just 4 times this afternoon, but at times they simply didn't have an answer for City's energy, inaccuracy, and ability across quality across the pitch. I was doubling the number of goals they conceded this campaign in the 45 minutes. The Blues were beaten by United and Arsenal at home last season, but now have come out of those ties with a 100% record. Yeah, absolutely amazing. You know, beating Arsenal at Joseph Stadium 3-2 the last minute, for instance, and then going off and beating United as well. You know, this is one game I was really nervous about. This was the Liverpool game, what the men were gearing up for, and but I thought we were just brilliant. We were really good. Hemp was returning to the starting lineup. She won player of the match as well for the first time since an ankle injury mid-September, and she was more than delivered a truly world-class finish. If United have been on the ropes heading into the breaks, the winger stunning drive was the sucker punch as she headed left of Matt Middleton Patel's with no chance from a 25 yards. A goal of the season contender. I won't go that far, but from one of their WSL's finest and most consistent attacking talents. Yeah, one of my favourite players of all time. You know, yeah, she really is. She's a little ponytail going down the road, running down the wing, etc. You know, always going forward. City were missing captain Alex Greenwood as she continued to recover from injury, but Rose and Connect assured performances at the centre half were key to Blues victory. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Rose and Connect. The defence looks good with Gaspari as well. You know, they really look good in the defence. Connect headed home the opener, her third in Manchester derby as well. Rose also played a key role in the number 2 while the Buccaneer running upfield. Rose's pace and power continued, with Connect's intelligence and composure providing a perfect offensive blend for the Rose for the host against WSL's most dangerous attack. Yeah, absolutely. An excellent display from Dutch international Vivian Niedermayer, whose experience and quality shone through at the Etihad. She could have had an assist to her name after winning the ball back at the edge of the city, playing a phenomenal pass through to shore. Absolutely superb. What does it mean? City stays top of the WSL morning, moving 7 points clear of United, who are third. Second place, Chelsea face Liverpool on Sunday and would close the gap to a point if they win. Right, okay, so we'll go back into the League Cup next week. So for instance, we're going down to Notts Forest, so we got to kick off at the Field Mill at 2 o'clock at West for next week. The Blues looking to reach the quarterfinals with a win. So, but yeah, absolutely super. But no, I can't praise the girls enough for yesterday. For instance, it was just a really well played. Just absolutely a fantastic team performance, very high tempo, very confident, assured on the ball, a lot of good passes, a lot of great players. You know, I can pick out Rose, I can pick out Niedermayer, I can pick out Chris Barrett, I can pick out Lauren Hemp, I can pick out Bunny Shaw. For instance, there was a lot of players etc. deserve the credit. A really good team performance. See what Andree Views says. Andree held Lauren Hemp offensive and defensive impact on the City superb win at the Etihad. The England international started the strongest success of our cross-city rivals and scored our third of the afternoon when slamming the ball home into the roof of the net. Hemp started against Mark Skinner's side, representing her first since the emphatic 5-1 triumph over Spurs since mid-September, where she sustained an ankle injury in the capital. She's made up for the time lost, and although in the derby was competitive and the direct performance, she was praised by the City head coach after the Barclays Women's Super League success. Lauren, every time she has the ball, she has great left foot, of course, but it's also ability to always engage the full back and try and play forward. Yes, I explained. Can I make a cross? Should I challenge a one-on-one? And she's always given us that lot, And but also the game was demanding a little bit more on the defensive part because Jade Riviera is a great fullback on that side, but we put more demand on her and to take care of her. We struggled a bit in the first few minutes, finding the position her and Layla, but after that the rest of the game was awesome. For Lauren, Lauren, great player. I'm so happy for her coming and giving the performance, and for us also about never being satisfied. Yeah, absolutely. They're always trying to push. And some of the ladies I listened to Jade Rose, she was saying about they all trying to push each other. Andree also saying how the girls, for instance, always want to do better. Jagler also pleased each member of the backline quartet in leadership roles in Greenwood's absence as she recovered from an injury subsided at the end of October. Still don't know what's wrong with Greenwood. He added, of course, we'll miss Alex in the term in the team. Nobody doubts that. But just to see Rebecca Knapp come in and take the leadership role, and Kirsten Kasparai talking about her and taking another, talking about Leela and Jade because they're all like that. Yeah. When a big leader isn't there, other players have to step up in a good way. They've shown that in the last 2 games. Now others to take a big role in the leadership, and of course it's important to keep a clean sheet. We need that. We conceded a little too many goals, so it's important to giving confidence to. So yeah, absolutely. She just I think it was just a great team performance. I was really pleased. So Jade Rose, she had a bit of a bump on her head. I think the United player got a bigger bump than Jade. But just shows how committed she is. You know, you're not getting a goal, you're not getting a shot on goal on my team. City's defender Jade Rose said she was delighted with the taste of victory in a maiden City derby. The Canadian international played against 90 minutes of Andree Views' side. After starting quick, the host swept Mark Skinner's side aside before half-time with goals from Rebecca Knapp, Bonishaw and Lauren Hemp giving command at the interview. The following break, City dedicated the tempo of the proceedings and the battle to earn a clean sheet as we record our 8th WSL victory in succession. For the summer signing, she believed it was a fantastic and gusty display from the Blues showcase. I mean, we were ecstatic with the. She says we were ecstatic with the win. To get 3 points at home to secure top of the league and to do it against United, it can't get any better, sweeter than that. I think she was saying, I'm not a Mancunian, etc., but she feels really, she understands why the difference, the importance of winning that game yesterday. It was a statement. The game is here to fight, and we're here to win, and we're not going to accept anything else. I think today was a performance demonstrating that. It was just about focusing on each game as it comes, not getting ahead of ourselves and focusing on what other people are doing. It's about focusing on how we can perform day in, day out. It's working so far, and we keep going and doing that. It's incredible. I feel incredible. I was asked early this week what it means to play in the derby. There you go. It was a question because I'm not from Manchester, but being there, being here, seeing the fans, seeing how many people showed up, and see what it means to them, showed me how much it means to the city, and I was so happy we're able to get a win for the city. By maintaining a shutout against United, it also represents a second clean sheet at the WSL. Absolutely. Contributing to the valiant defensive display, City won 60% of all tackles, attempts recorded, 7 interceptions and produced 24 clearances. As Rhodes says, the victory is most satisfying after keeper Skinner aside a bay throughout the clash. She added, each time we stepped on the pitch we would try to get a clean sheet, especially as a defender. If we won 3-1, I'd walk away from the game think it was 1 goal. For the 90 minutes we had to defend, and that was mentality at our backline approached every game, which is not good enough until we get a clean sheet. Today was a super super sweet to get a clean sheet. Yeah, absolutely superb. Yeah, really impressed by her competitive spirit. Really impressed by the new signings Man City have made with Jade Rose and Emma Beanie and and others, and so it's really great to see. So I think overall I'm really delighted. See if we can get some stats if my phone decides to help, but no, I'm just bowled over. I really am. I thought it was going to be a really tough game, and I thought we really played very well. And so here's Bunny Shaw's stats: 82 minutes, 32 touches, 1 goal, 1 assist, 13 out of 20 accurate passes, 100% successful dribbles, 8 touches in the box, 46 ground duels, 1, 3 to 5 aerial duels, 1, 4 recoveries. Yeah, absolutely superb. Laura Combs, yes, but let's have a look. Jane Rose. Absolutely. It was it's Andree Views on the performance. I think it was a fantastic game in many ways, and just being in this stadium, and also the fans on, of course, and also the way we handled the event by performing the way. I'm very happy. Happy especially for the players, because of it's special to show. A special derby. What's it called? It was a special place of the derby last year. But it's in more importance again. For instance, we righted a wrong from last season because of the injuries we've had. But again, I was of all the games, etc. Apart from Chelsea, I'd worry about United, but and brushing them aside in the way we did. And for instance, I think we're just getting stronger. We're getting better. We're like the men's. We're getting better every each game. And even though it's still early, and we're only in November, being top of the league and points clear, for instance. So if Chelsea win today, it's only back to 1 point. But we're going into the League Cup next week, etc. Top of the league, and it's going to be it's mentality, and the players are getting better. We've got the players coming back as well. So they're all looking good form. Again, it was great team performance, and really delighted for the ladies. Really am, and the club and everything. So everything's going good at Manchester City at the moment. The men's are doing well, and the ladies are doing well. So, for instance, and it's making me proud. And every time I go out, for instance, I'm always wearing this at the moment. So brilliant, absolutely superb. So it's nothing more puts me on a big smile. So I really have a good smile today. So and congratulations to the ladies. Yesterday was absolutely superb, and salute to the guys at the shade of blue, etc. Really good guys, etc. Know their stuff about football, and the ladies team, and it's always a pleasure having a chat. But I'm also having a chat with you guys. You're more than welcome to have a chat with me. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. Do the players' ratings tomorrow. I got a good idea of what I'm going to give them all, but I'll do that tomorrow in a separate one, and we'll have a quick chat about that tomorrow. So because I'm still, I'm waffling a bit because I'm happy. So anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. True Blue Tie from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. Are you waking up in a smiling like me, for instance? But beating our rivals, in the way we did it, etc. was just brilliant. So guys, love you and leave you. True Blue Tie from Thailand. I'll speak to you tomorrow.